Case number new business, case number Z1720. Coming in for a variance to raise the existing second-story roof and make it a full story on premise 59 Russell Park. Is the applicant and representative here?
Jim Chen, 730 Hancock Street. I'm the architect for the project. And unfortunately, the owner cannot be here tonight, so I'll be representing. So our proposal is to raise the existing second story roof and take it outside the bedroom. Currently, it's a unfinished attic space. The reason we're here tonight is that per zoning code, per zoning regulation code, that this is interpreted as a 3-story due to the fact that
You're about 4 inches off between the 4 feet.
the 3 or 4 inch over, because from the exterior grade,
The other plans were different.
right, from the exterior grade to the basement ceiling, it measures 4 feet 3 inches. So anything over 4 feet is going to be a 2-story.
So when the grade, it's like 3 inches off.
So really, it's a 2-story.
Are you just putting dormers in that roof that's there?
That's
Or are
right.
you lifting the whole roof?
No, the existing peak of the building.
You're
would remain
keeping the
same.
whole building,
Right.
you're just putting 2 big giant dormers front and back,
That's correct.
leaving the building the way it is, really. The roof line's gonna stay.
Roof lines.
That's what I thought when I'm looking at it, I'm saying, they're not raising it, they're just, really you're putting in full frontal and rear dormers to make it full story. Okay. What are you doing in the back for, what are you doing for parking in that place? You changing the parking?
Well, the parking would remain the same, tenant parking.
But you got, it's a single family home, so you have one driveway.
One driveway.
You're not parking behind the building.
No.
All right,
The length is like 40 feet. So.
now I know, but I just want to get it clear, because people do that. They end up pulling in their backyard when they put on a big addition. And my thing is, you have any problems on putting a chain link fence from the back of the house to the back of the yard, so you put a gate, so no one can pull back there.
Sure.
And then the back, put some arborvitae's or something like that in the back, clean up the back part.
Sure.
With the new house, okay. Any questions of the applicant?
No.
No. Thank you, you can have a seat. Is there anyone want to speak in favor? You want to speak in favor? First call, second call, third call, closed. Got a letter here from the DPW, February 22nd, 2017, 59 Russell Park, case number Z720. We have reviewed the above referenced project and have no comments. Is there anyone opposed or undecided? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record, please.
Hi, it's Joe Difflin. Joanne Sarasoli, 54 Russell Park. And I can appreciate all the pretty pictures and, you know, it's only gonna be this, and it's so benign in the statement. Those dormers are gonna add how many bedrooms overall to the house? Because one question I have, if it will be owner occupied.
I just thought
See,
it
that's-
was. I thought it was. I thought it was the owner doing this. I'll ask. Go ahead. Anything else?
Well, see, the situation is communities and residential areas like Russell Park are gonna go by the wayside. If these single-family homes are now going to constitute bedrooms that can either be rented or have boarders or anything. I don't think this is a family home. I think this is going to be a situation where there'll be 3 bedrooms downstairs, another 4 or 3 upstairs, and I don't know of any family, and the driveway, let's not talk about parking on Russell Park because that's insanity. But, you know, and the delay in having us being heard taught me a lot is that people have lived in their homes. I've been in Russell Park 36 years. Mr. Chen, 30 years. Joe Ray, 30, we're all there for a substantial amount of time, and now we see our neighborhoods becoming not single-family homes. These are homes that are, rooms are being rented, and just because it looks very nice on paper, this is not what we get in the community. We're getting people that are renting. There will be, you know, with the first hall, maybe it'll be, you know, 6 months from now, there'll be other people coming in. And there'll be, you know, a diversity of people we don't know. I just think the amount of living space, our bedrooms, and I just feel it's going to really reflect on the neighborhood clearly, that even though it's 4 inches, whatever, the home needs work. It's not that well done. But I am opposed to this for, I don't know who's gonna be living there, and nobody can tell me that. If this house was to be sold in a year from now, can anybody say they can't rent those rooms, or?
You can't say that to anyone. Anyone has a right to have 3 different families
Exactly,
living
so
there.
the
But
recourse-
anywhere in the city that there's property, so how would anyone know what they're gonna do? I could do that. I could rent out to 2 different families.
But you're not going to, but you're not elevating a room, you're not in front of a variance to say, this is what I wanna do, I wanna up the
No,
ante.
I'm saying, a 2-story house.
Exactly.
Most people have 2-story homes, most
Right.
people. And to have a 2-story home that you own and you wanna make dormers on it is not asking a lot in a neighborhood where there's 2-story homes.
But this would be 3 levels.
Well, it's semantics is what it is. It's 2 living floors.
So you're going by, I see, so this is.
It's like 3 inches too much. It's 4 feet 7, because when they built the foundations on those homes years
Yeah.
ago, they built them off the ground,
It's a flood
3
zone.
feet, right? So they built them like that so people wouldn't get their first floor flooded if there was ever a flood. The water starts coming in. So that's where they built them a little higher. It's not that it's a livable, I mean, it's
So
not,
the-
they're adding 3 stories above the ground. They're not even touching the roof line on this building. He's putting the roof
On
out.
the side,
Right.
right, I know that, on
Right,
the
making
side.
living space up there, which is now is called attic. Right.
But they're bedrooms, so there's
Oh,
living,
bedrooms,
so,
but, and I see the downstairs, you took bedrooms out of downstairs, 1 or 2, and moved them upstairs.
no.
Yeah, I think you did, if I read this
3
right.
now, it's gonna be
Huh?
5. It's 3 now,
There's
it's
2,
gonna be 5.
no, there's 4, I think it's 4, right? Is it 4?
2 on the first floor and 3 on the second.
I thought there was-
And is the basement going to be kind of renovated or something?
No,
Too small, too low.
There's 5 bedrooms.
Existing first.
They're gonna be, the driveway as it is now is maybe,
proposed
Uh,
is 1. Proposed is 1. Now it's this. So they moved those. They put 2 upstairs, right?
1, 2,
And
3, those is that one.
Proposed second floor
And then
has
there's 1, 2, 3, so it's 5. It goes
2.
from 3 to 5.
1,
You have
2,
2.
oh, there's 4, no, there's 3 upstairs.
It's 5 days.
And then there's,
2
I
down.
thought there was 1 there.
You're taking 1 away.
Was 3, went down to 2.
Okay.
Proposed first floor plan.
Well, I have,
Where,
my-
where are you looking? I'm not. This thing here says 1 bedroom,
master bedroom,
And-
bedroom upstairs.
living room, staircase up. Right plan?
Yeah.
Two bedrooms.
Yeah, that's 3 upstairs. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
There's
that's
3
his
upstairs,
proposal.
right. And I thought there was 2
And there's 2
downstairs.
downstairs, 1, 2. You remove the
They
3rd one to
removed
put the stairway.
The stairway, oh, all right. I thought they, all right. So
So
they're
they,
adding 2 bedrooms.
Right.
Okay,
2 dormers and 2 bedrooms.
right.
Well, I'm in opposition for one day after my life on that street with people coming, I can't tell. It's just a neighborhood that's been in existence all lived there for a number of years, and we like to know who our neighbors are. I just think it's going to be a parking problem as it is now in Russell Park. And, you know, the high school's right there. We don't know who's coming in there or who's going out, and how often it's gonna be there. Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else opposed or undecided?
My name is Joe Larea. I live at 38 Russell Park. I lived there for 32 years. And I'm opposed to it because of the tremendous passageway of cars and trucks coming up from the Southern Artery. And when I say trucks, I'm talking about huge trucks. And there's a sign down at the end of the street that says, "No trucks allowed." And what I'm trying to create here is the atmosphere that it is a very, very busy roadway. It's a highway. People that travel on that street, at one time it was residential. But right now, it's turned commercial for that reason. And when I go up to the end of the street, they're either going into Boston or they're going south to the communities south of Quincy Center. And they're doing that because they're cutting down on the number of traffic lights that they will have to encounter if they don't use the street. So what I'm saying here is it's a tremendous amount of vehicle activity. And whatever is legal, but whatever is illegal, in this case, because there's been no infrastructure changes that I'm aware of since I've lived there for 32 years. It's still the same neighborhood. So I'd just like to leave you with that comment. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Is there anyone else opposed or undecided? Opposed or undecided?
How you doing, John Sclow, 44 Russell Park. I'm fine with dormers, whatever, but I suppose if it becomes like a boarding house.
Right.
We all.
Right. Mr. Duca?
Sorry, I got one more.
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe who's 50 Russell Park? I oppose because it adds potentially more traffic to the street with more bedrooms. The house currently has 3 bedrooms in it, now it's going to 5. Parking's already a real problem on the street because Quincy Center, Quincy College, parking is a nightmare. We have more capacity and houses to live there, and even more worse parking. People don't use their driveways. They pull in front, and the rest of us have to fend to get around them, or optionally get cars to them, which I've done myself as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Duca?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ward 1 City Council, Margaret LaForest asked me to relate to the board. She apologizes she's not able to attend tonight. She had a conflict. She's heard from several neighbors, some concern from the neighbors, and she asked that this board take those concerns into consideration.
Thank you. Is there anyone else opposed or undecided? I'll have part of the hearing closed. I got a letter here, I gotta read this letter, excuse me. Mr. J. Duca, Director of Special Service. Dear Mr. Duca, I express my opposition via mailing regarding the zoning variance for request 59 Russell Park. Request to raise the existing second-story roof for living space is actually for bedrooms, which in turn I believe will be for tenants and ultimately become a boarding house. I am planning to attend the meeting. She already spoke, so it should be enough. She already spoke, I don't need to read that. I know there's other things that people are looking for, and this, but here's my take on this. Right, wrong, or indifferent, you own a piece of property. You have a right to have a 2.5-story piece of property in Residence A on that piece of property. Now, if I'm gonna go rent my place to people and have 3 different families living in one piece of property, I have that right. But I don't think that's a fair law either, but it's a law. Do I think it's right? No, it isn't. It shouldn't be probably more than 2 families living together. Because that's how you could turn things into some crazy, crazy piece of property. But I'm not gonna penalize personally someone that wants to put 2 dormers on their house, put a couple extra bedrooms, move it upstairs and make a bigger living room downstairs. So with that, I would like to see no pavement in the rear yard, just keep that driveway the way it is. I would like no parking in the rear yard. I'd like a gate up there, so it can only be a walkable behind it, so you can't turn it into a parking area back there. I'd like a line of arborvitaes in the back, putting the new dormers on, give the neighbors a little stuff. A 3-foot wide gate, maximum, no, just a pedestrian gate in the back, from the house to the back of the, so the car can't get in there. And that would be great. Those are my things I want to see on that property, if it happens. I'm just gonna vote in favor.
Mr. Chairman, I'll really vote in favor too. I understand the concerns of the neighborhood, but we are talking 2 dormers.
And it's still one, they're not touching the roof line. That's
Yeah.
what's impressive. They're leaving the roof line where it is.
Probably the neighbors.
In favor.
Didn't get the answer to the question that was asked, not that it's.
Oh, I will
disqualified.
ask that, you're right. We won't make a motion yet, I still got that written down, you're right.
So I was gonna ask this
Go ahead,
question.
ask.
So the owner of this property, is this an owner occupied? What's the reason for increasing the bedrooms, family size?
So I understood the building is owner occupied, they have a large family, 3 kids.
It's owner occupied.
Owner, okay, so as far as I know.
Thank you, thank you, I know they asked, I don't wanna make
I
sure I
had it
heard
written
that.
down.
So-
I made a motion.
That's not an ordinance or anything. If somebody does not want to live there and rent it, that's gonna be
I agree,
obviously
but
how Quincy's going to go further down.
I agree, and they could
Residents-
sell to somebody else, I agree, you'd asked the question, I wanted to know the
I
answer,
thank you.
whether it was an investor or an owner.
I thank you, but residential neighborhoods are not gonna be
No,
that popular, I guess.
It is only a couple inches, and it's a couple inches by virtue of an antiquated foundation, which I was educated on, so I'm in favor of the project.
I'm in favor of it as well.
Seeing that, if we could put these things in with that, Mr. Vice Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, in matter Z 17-20, Longland for a variance to raise the existing 2nd-story roof to make a full story on premises number 59 Russell Park. I make a motion to grant the variance under the following conditions.
Just a piece, 3, 4, right?
No paving in the back, in the rear yard, no parking in the rear yard, a line of arborvitaes along the rear fence, and keep the existing wide double gate. To change the existing double gate is something that's a little more substantial, a little more permanent.
Yeah, just so it's a single person can walk through there, like there's a 3-foot gate. Like a 3-foot gate, so you can walk through the 3-foot gate to the back, so they can get in, but no cars can get in.
No
They got
cars.
Parking in the back, yeah. Yeah, thanks. The motion second?
Second.
On the motion, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.